Okay.
Hi, I'm here with a fantastic client of mine that I I am so sure that will inspire you for you to make changes, right? It's about rethinking your life. And she is an example of that sentence of rethinking my life and just leveling up and become the woman that she wants to be. So let me ask you, my dear, why did you reach out to me?
Because I have had an issue that I haven't been able to correct on my own through prayer, steadfast desire. And the problem, the two issues were smoking or chewing Nicorettes
Mhm.
and sugar late at night. And it's been going on for a long, long time. I had quit smoking for about 5 years. And then one day, all of a sudden, I spotted a box of Nicorettes and it jumped off the shelf. And from then on, I was chewing about 8 Nicorettes a day. And years went by. And honestly, I prayed and took all steps I could to stop, and I couldn't. So even knowing that I was ruining my teeth and it was just and my health, it was getting to the dangerous point. And besides the Nicorettes, I've had an issue with a sugar addiction, mainly chocolate, and that I would eat at night, especially late at night, massive quantities, and go to sleep. And if I woke up during the night, I would either finish off my stash or I'd find cookies or something else with sugar and munch on them. So when I met George and we talked a little a bit about hypnosis, and I was familiar with it already, but not his style. And as soon as he started explaining it to me, I deep in my heart, I just had this feeling that this was my answer. And as I said, I have a spiritual life that's very important. And with that, I believed that George was my answer. I was confident that he was going to take care of this or his hypnosis methods. And fast forward to today, it's been 13 days since my session with George, and I've not chewed one Nicorette, nor have I had the craving for one. The sugar syndrome is the same. Somehow my mind blows off the thought of either. It seems to have a barrier against nicotine and nighttime sugar. I don't understand it and I don't really want to. It's been removed from my thoughts, and that's all. That's all I need to know. And I am very, very grateful. It's a mystery, but it worked.
I'm so happy for you. If you had to take a guess, just simply a ball park figure, how many years were you addicted to nicotine?
All total,
Hmm.
probably 40,
Yeah,
off and on,
off
40
and on.
years.
40 years, yeah. And
I started chewing Nicorettes in the beginning when you needed a prescription for them,
mm,
and that was eons ago. And it started then.
wow. Yeah, yeah. And this is not surprising to me because I've done this, helped countless amount of people. The advanced protocols of hypnosis that I employ here. So let me ask you this, right? At any point, did I ever promise you any results?
No, if anything, you said, I guarantee nothing. And even the day of the session, you said several times that it's no guarantee. And I got that. But my mind believed in you and your style. So nothing else to say about that. No, you
Right.
never promised anything.
And so to my listeners here, I just want to tell you this, right? I am not Harry Potter. I don't have any magic in me. The magic is actually in you. And in my case, this wonderful client of mine, right? It is she had surrendered her control to those rich tobacco and nicotine companies, and in this also the chocolate companies, right? It is about taking her life back, right? And you also had and I don't know if you want to talk about it or how little it's okay to like there was also an emotional aspect to this that was weighing you down. Do you still feel that weighing down?
No. And I remember during the hypnosis, when I was hypnotized, I remember you asking about my dad
Hmm.
and some issues with him from that I've carried for years and years, and they're gone. I also had some discord with my brother and sister-in-law. They're gone. I again, I don't know what happened, but I accept that through hypnosis, that the anxiety and nervousness and everything else along and depression along that line is disappeared.
Yeah, yeah, man. Praise God for that. Absolutely, absolutely. May I ask you, at any point, have you ever gone for traditional talk therapy before to see a therapist, psychologist?
I did. I went to a therapist at one point because with family things, and it was I would have nightmares the night after my sessions with the therapist,
Oh,
and I just sort of put them on the back burner. So until you asked about it, I hadn't really talked about it.
yeah.
But I feel an inner peace, which I haven't experienced in a long, long time.
Thank God for this. And from your experience and vantage point, what do you think is the difference between traditional talk therapy and the advanced protocols of hypnosis that I employ?
George, during hypnosis, I just felt so relaxed and almost I didn't want it to stop because it was just, it's a unique feeling, and it's a feeling of trust, faith, and expectations in a way. And with talk therapy, it was grueling, and was very, very nervous about it, and it was upsetting, and I cried. With this, it just smooth. It was smooth, and it wasn't a crying thing. It for me, it was just a release of nasty emotions and pent up frustrations and anger at things that have happened in my life with my family, and they just came out, and they stayed at your office.
Yeah, and I shoot them out the back door too. So can I ask you this? Would you recommend or hesitate recommending people to work with a
Oh my,
hypnotist like me?
absolutely. I would recommend. I have talked about you to some people, and it really that I was in such dire straits. And when I first met you, I I wasn't. I didn't meet you for for hypnosis.
No.
It just sort of it was meant to be,
Yes.
and I would no, I would very highly recommend you, and I'd be glad to talk to anybody about it that had questions.
Oh, you're the best. No, thank you. Thank you so much. This few minutes that you have very generously spent here with me on this interview, I promise you, you are going to save somebody's life. You absolutely are going to save somebody's life. You're going to give them hope. And I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Right. And thank you again.
George, I know it sounds so hokey,
Uh-huh.
and but I am deadly sincere. I'm in another 12-step program,
Uh-huh.
and I'm in a 12-step program.
Uh-huh.
And when the desire
Mhm.
and the overbearing need for that substance left my body
Mhm.
and mind, it was fantastic. And it
Mhm.
was the pink cloud syndrome and blah blah blah. But that's been 15 years.
Mhm.
And it was time to tackle the next.
Mhm.
And as a result of the hypnosis session,
Mhm.
it's gone. I mean, I hope it stays gone, but I'm working on it. And
Yes.
I am
Yes.
very, very grateful.
Oh, you are so welcome. You're so welcome, my dear. It was really a pleasure. I really enjoyed working with you. I mean, it's just who you are. It's just such it was a real joy for me. I thank you again.
Thanks.